All right, I want to welcome you back to another edition of Dirty Talk. I am the host, Dirty Cuts, and I'm here with the lovely
BP. I'm up for 2024.
I know that's right. And I'm also here with the lovely
CC 215 in the building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, today we got a special guest. We got a young, strong brother. He says he wants to run for the Mayor of Winston-Salem of the year 2024. So I'm here to bring to you my brother, Frankie Gist.
Appreciate you, man, for that intro. I'm excited to be here. I really am. I don't take these type of platforms lightly.
Okay.
So I can be able to speak my truth.
Okay.
About what's going on in this community. So I appreciate for the invite. I watch you all afar. I may not say much, but I do love the platform. I love the movement, and it's helping put towards the culture and to help cultivate a community that would do better. So I appreciate what you all are doing here.
Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate you for allowing us to interview you, to get it out here to the masses, and to basically see what's happening there.
Yeah.
We want to know what's happening, and we our whole thing is we want to reach the youth out here, and especially our black community here in the Triad area, and we got to get people more involved with politics.
Absolutely.
Okay, because that's what's going to change these crazy laws and all this stuff we got going on now.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is Dirty Talk, and we ain't holding nothing back, so we about to jump on you. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start it off. Where was you born, and how do you have ties to this community?
Born and raised here in Winston-Salem on the north side of Winston. I was born October 29th. I'm a Scorpio. I think Scorpios do it best.
Okay, well, yeah, my daughter's a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Oh, Lord.
What's your zodiac?
I'm an Aries.
I'm a Leo.
Y'all crazy.
Yes, we are.
Libra.
My wife a Libra. I love Libras.
My mother's a Libra.
Yeah, my mama's a Libra.
Libras are great. But grew up on the north side of Winston. My mom raised 4 children on her own, no help.
Okay.
If it wasn't for my goddad, Bishop John Heath, I'll never forget him. He the one who raised me. My son named after him. He took me in. He told my mom at church one Sunday, it was like, I want to take Frankie under my wing.
Okay.
And he took me under his wing.
John Heath, what church did he pastor? Okay, Greater High.
You know Bethany?
Yeah.
That's my god sister.
Yeah, I just wanted him to say the name of the church.
Greater High Ground. My god sister Bethany, my godmom Bishop Heath. She took over the church when he died. But if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be where I am today or know anything that I know today. Because he instilled in me some great things. He pushed me through some tough times, and he was there for me. He died my senior year in high school. That was the most. I'll never forget that day. I went to QEA, Quality Education Academy, the school I grew up in. I went to Old Town through elementary a little bit, but in 5th grade, I got put back because I was a trouble kid, real trouble. Suspended, expelled in kindergarten. What child do you know get expelled in kindergarten?
Wow.
My mom will tell you, she said she had to sit by the phone every day because she knew she was gonna get a phone call from me about me. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
The reason why I got expelled in kindergarten because it was awards day, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, everybody getting an award but me. Hold up now. I asked my friend.
You didn't understand what was going on.
I asked my friend because we both be doing stuff together. So I'm like, but you got an award. What am I? He was like, I don't know. I went back to the classroom. I snuck out to the classroom. I just turned the whole classroom crazy. I just went crazy in the classroom.
Wow.
I'm talking about I lost it. And they expelled me in kindergarten, but went to QEA. from 5th grade all the way up to 12th grade. QEA changed my life. Reason why I would say that is because, you know, growing up in church, you see a lot of stuff. And I had a family that grew up in the streets. My brother, Ronnie, he grew up in the streets. My sister. And in ministry, I got hurt at 16. I went through church hurt. I watched people who should have reached out to me and kept me on the right path, turn their back on me, and pushed me to the side.
Through the church.
Through the church. And it hurt me to the core. So I wanted to know what the streets offered. 16, I'll never forget it. My dad said to me, I went to Maryland with my uncle and my cousin. He said to me before I left, I'll never forget it. He said, son, if you go to Maryland, you will never be the same. You need to stay down
here. Did you ask him why?
I asked him why. I said, well, Dad, I'm 16. I want to go with my cousin. I want to go with my cousin who want to be in church all the time. Like, you know, I love God. Yeah, absolutely. But I want to be young. You know, I want to be young. I want to enjoy life. I want to try new things. I'm seeing everybody else do it. You know, so I went to Maryland anyway. And went to Maryland. I was introduced to a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff you shouldn't have been introduced to.
At all. And
he said it was gonna change.
It changed me forever. Came back to Winston. It was on. I couldn't wait to get back. I got with the wrong people. I'm from the north side. One of my homies hit me up the other day. He said, big bro, because he just got out from being on the yard. He said to me, big bro, I remember how you were. He said, we was just talking about this with Ewop. My homeboy Ewop he just passed away not too long ago. He was shot in Cleveland. And he was shot in Cleveland while going to shoot somebody else. Wow. And it paralyzed him. My boy was in a nursing home for a long time. And he told, and it made me cry the other day because, you know, the way I saw my boy was, you know what I'm saying, like it hurt me a lot. So when he told me, he said, bro, me and Ewop talked about how you switched it up and you did better, bro. You gave all of us hope. How many times, he said, bro, I can't count on how many times you put your name on the line and came to court with me and told the judge, I got him. And because the judge know you, he know the work that you do out here. The work is out there. The work is proven.
Right. And
so he told me that, you know, the things that, you know, we did together, I was out here in the streets. I done picked up a gun. I done kicked in doors. I done try to rob and get cars, did larceny. That's what one of my charges were. I thought selling drugs was cool. I thought all of that fighting and doing all that, I thought that was the lifestyle for me. That's it. But deep down inside, I knew I was destined for more.
Okay, so where was that crossroad at? Where was that moment when you said, okay, enough, I gotta change?
When I got in that trouble, got 3 charges in 1 month, back to back. 16. I was looking at 3 years. And I was so scared because jail was not, I can't do that, bro. I told my mom, I never forget it. The saying is true. Young people do break down when you get the card, bro.
Oh yeah,
it's real.
Break it down.
I done seen so many of the guys that I knew out here in these streets that was, I'm telling hard. But when I seen him in court and he crying, I'm sitting there like, but dog, you did the same thing I did. You know what I'm saying? My mama, I looked at my mama and said, Mom, they gonna take me to jail. You know? And so when I got in that trouble, it changed my life forever. I knew I wanted to go to college. I knew jail wasn't something that I wanted to do.
Right.
And I knew that the lifestyle that I was living, I was either going to end up like some of my homies were, either dead or in jail. I knew that was the only destinations for me. I knew it was nothing. What else what was I going to be?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. So since you realized at an early age the trajectory that you were going down was going to lead you to either death or jail, and you made a conscious effort to change, that's a lot of people's story, right? Like, but they don't make the conscious effort to change.
Right.
Even when they facing that time, even when they done been hospitalized and done been shot up several different times, even when they done went to jail and they in and out, they just stay stuck in that same. Not that they can't change. Not that it ain't rehab programs and stuff like that. Sometimes they just really don't want to change. So being that you are dealing hope in the community, what would you say to somebody that's just hell bent on not changing? And why should they change?
I had that conversation with Sheriff Kimbrough. Me and Sheriff Kimbrough, he's a mentor of mine. You know, I really love Sheriff Kimbrough. And we was talking one day, and he said the same thing you said to me. But he said, I'm the black sheriff. I wanted to come bring change to the community. I wanted to be an example to young people that, you didn't have to do the street. He said, I don't enjoy locking up our black brothers, but he said it's like they continue to, it's like, wouldn't you have learned by now when you was on the yard for about 5 years? And then you get out, they put you on probation. You still don't do the right thing. You go right back. Kids left without you while you locked up. People dying back home. But I told Sheriff Kimbrough, the problem is that you got to go back to the root. You got to deal with the root. What do you say to that young man who is watching his mom struggle? It's him. He the oldest, and it's his little brothers. What do you say to that young man who's watching his mama struggle? Barely keep the lights on. They done seen their lights be off. Barely food in there. His daddy ain't there. His daddy either dead or in jail. So what? Nobody is reaching out to this young man. Everybody that's around who has a responsibility for that young man is walking past that young man. That young lady. And then nobody that reaches out to them or try to help them, they just, as they grow, they continue to think that's okay. So by the time you try to get to a grown-up, our age, it's hard to really get them on track. But with these young people, we have time. We have time.
I can dig
Wow.
We have time. So
let me be the devil's advocate on this. So, okay, yeah, a guy goes through the struggle coming up, he in and out of jail or whatever. And he just make a decision where I'm just gonna be a fuck up. Is that a sense of laziness?
absolutely, it's not a sense.
I mean, because and the reason I say that is because hell, jail give you 3 hats and a cat. You don't gotta work. Well, you can if you want to. Some of these cats halfway, they don't know what kind of sexual preference they is. So they rather go back and get around what they prefer. You know what I'm saying? And it's just an easy ride for them.
Right. I wouldn't necessarily say.
Or is it?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's laziness. I would say it's a young man who. It's a man who just gave up on life. Simple, point blank, period. It's just a man who just gave up on life. He probably did decide to say, but what got him to that point?
What was the root?
What was the root? Until he deal with the root, he'll never change. I told my homeboy that when he got out, I said, bro, until you deal with that, the root of the problem, bro, you would never change for your daughter. I'm already seeing you going back to the street. So by easily you'll get a little quarter, and I'm gonna sell it to a few people. But I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm still staying out of trouble. I'm staying out the way and going back. But bro, you still dipping and dabbing. I'm gonna sell just the liner coat. I ain't gonna sell it. Like I'm trying to stay out of trouble. I ain't trying to get But you still dipping and dabbing. But it's a root of why you did. Nobody ever reached out to you, bro, and told you that you could be great. Nobody never told you that you will mess up, but it's as a man, you're supposed to get up, shake it off, and say, I have to get back on the right track. Nobody never told him that. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's laziness. Yeah, he probably said he wanted to be a fuck up. He probably, there's lots of young men out here like that. But it's just a man who just gave up on life. Because the cares of life can be tough.
Let me ask you this. It's real out here.
It's real out here.
I call it Trey Rack. Trey Rack.
I have a question though. So you're talking about the root, and I've been in Winston-Salem since 2005. I'm originally from Philadelphia, born and raised.
Okay.
And what I have noticed compared to Philadelphia and the South, and being in North Carolina for so long, and in Winston, and going through my own trials and tribulations in this city. With you wanting to become mayor, when you speak of the root from someone that has seen the difference from bouncing around, is it always baffled me why this city does not have anything for their young black people and just youth period. They don't have anything. They do not have anything. When I first moved here, there was one Boys and Girls Club, which was up the street from the strip club that I worked at.
Talk about it.
That I didn't see any kids ripping and running up out of there, which I found strange. And I also say that when it comes to, I don't consider myself an African American. I'm an American. I've been to Africa, but I consider myself an American that is of a darker shade. So my thing is that to be politically correct so people can be okay with it. So as African Americans of the United States, we are the most unemotionally educated individuals. We really do not know where to put our emotions, and when we start talking about young men and young women, it's because you've been told, don't cry about that. You can do what you crying for, or you don't let the young man cry. You can cry. You can do this. You can do that. Okay. But something was very interesting when I was reading through your story. You speak of on your parts of your story on Facebook about opioid addiction, and coming from someone that has dealt with opioid addiction, coming from an actual pain clinic here in North Carolina Pain Clinic, and dealing with mental illness. What's your plan for all these industrial buildings that have done nothing to here in Winston? We see the homeless has moved from downtown Winston, south side, north side. Now they up there where I live at, over by Country Club and Jonestown and Haynes Mall and Stratford. So what's your plan to clean up the city? Because I really believe that they need someone to step in, flip a few of these buildings. It will, one, bring job opportunities here. I don't want to call them insane asylums, but you have so many people here that are addicted on opioids, things like that. It's very hard to break that, especially going cold turkey. Been there, done that. It's not fun. But what's your plan? I mean, because seeing this city mature over this time, I've seen it build itself up, I've seen it be okay, and now it's at a point where it's like, I don't even want to go over there, and I'm from Philly, but I don't want to have to deal with the headache. And I've been through the mental health courtroom that they have here. Shout out to Judge Camille Banks, she's the bomb. It's my sister. And the Stepping Up program. Stepping Up program is awesome. She's awesome. But it's not offered to a lot of people. Which I think is unfair.
Absolutely.
The way I got it is because I pay hefty for a lawyer. So what is your plan to get the mental health issues and the drug issues that coincide with each other for the people, not just the youth, but the ones that are adults that are down here now? Like, what's your plan to start with that to clean the city up?
So, and I love what you said when you said There's nothing for these young people to do. I want to start there. As an activist, I have always spoke on the fact on Mayor Alan Jones, you need to do this, and we need to put this program. I have a nonprofit organization called Hope Dealers Outreach, right? We have a we have a surge program, and the surge program it's for middle school and high school scholars. So with this program, we take at-risk youth. The president of the organization that I put in place is Ethan King. I have him in that place, and he's over the surge program. So they take them, for example, they took them to some of the businesses that we connected with down here because we want to show them another side. Most of the kids that we have on there are young men who want to be in the streets and sell drugs. Their parents are having problems with finding drugs in their room, stacks of money, guns, and so we try to provide them like with the exposure to the business side of seeing like, bro, you don't have to sell drugs to make money, bro. You can start a business. We show you how to do an LLC. So we do that. We show them how to, start their own LLC. They go through financial literacy program. We, work with them after school during the summer. We just try to keep them on the right path, period. That's one of our goals. And so, like I have always told Mayor Alan Jones, that I have always told Councilman James Taylor, everyone, I have always said we have to put programs in place that cater to our young people because there's nothing in place. I remember growing up going to the YMCA for summer camp or after school. They used to pick us up. I don't even see them buses anymore. I don't see the recreation center used to be open.
Boys Club.
They used to be open to us, but they used to be open to our youth coming in there. Now it's like, you can't come here.
If you're not a member.
You gotta pay to go to the recreation center programs. School. My mother used to run the recreation center on Polo and a couple other ones. But let me ask you this. When you say what you say to Alan Jones, Mayor Alan Jones, who I know very well, what is his response to that? Is it no money? Is it no facility? Is it people don't want to work in these facilities because they scared of the youth? Like, what is his response?
Mayor Alan Jones is this kind of man. And don't ever get me wrong, one thing you'll never see me do is talk down on anyone, because I will say this, at the end of the day, I give credit where it is due. I'm just real like that. Mayor Alan Jones have done some things that I can say, okay, you did pretty good with that. But what I will say, the type of man Alan Jones is, he's not going to tell you directly that, oh, we'll give you the money. How much do you need? You tell me how much you need. What? He's the type of person to say, well, Mr. Gist, I'm going to put you on this committee. And in this committee, you could tell, you'll be on the team who y'all vote where money go into the community. And we be like, I'll never forget Mama Nikita McDaniel. Y'all know Nikita McDaniel, activist out here. Mama Nikita don't play. We both in there. She said, Mayor Alan Johnson, that's not what I said. She said, why would you? She said, I don't want to be on the committee. She said, committees ain't helping.
Well, see, okay. Let me.
It's just
Okay, so check this out. I want to be the devil's advocate again. So, I know Mayor Alan Jones as well, and the guy. I know. You got to look at it from his perspective. Okay. So he's around all these conservatives, right? And whether y'all know it or not, he does fuck with the black community.
He do.
Yeah, he do.
Okay?
He do.
Now, the thing about it is, in order to keep his pockets lined up and all that good stuff, he has to appease his brethren first.
Yeah. Don Flo and all that.
So
Bob King.
By him saying, hey, I'm gonna throw you. I don't want to be a part of that. Be the white man that saves the black community, but I will help your ass. But this is how I'm gonna help you, by putting you on a committee where they control the money. Now, what you do with that from there, that's on you. but I'm putting you where the money is controlled at. So that was him catching the ball and handing it off to you. What you were supposed to do. This is how I'm looking at it, just off you giving me the discussion. What you were supposed to do was take that and run with it. Hop your ass on that committee, and then you say, hey, huddle up. This is what we're going to do with this money this year. I need y'all to vote this and this and that because our community is looking like and y'all steady pouring into y'all's. You get what I'm saying?
With the committees.
I need you to be on my side instead of trying to damn cut this man and slice him up.
Right.
I need you to put that energy towards convincing these people to put the money here and there. You get what I'm saying? And I believe that's what he was trying to do. Or am I wrong? With
those committees, with me and Mama Nikita McDaniel and Eduardo and Alfred Muhammad, all of us was in there.
Okay.
With that committee, there was no committees on there that goes to the black community. The committees that was on there was for like animals and more like the railroad track, which railroad should we cover and take care of, or which street should we cover and make sure the street is nice. That it was never, the committees was never for organizations that's going to help the community. That's why she said, what is those committees going to do to help us? How is that going to help us at all? But there have been times, personally, he's never told me this, but there have been conversations where he have made promises that he will give help with money.
Union Baptist has got a lot of money for the
exactly. And then when the COVID relief money came,
the SMART program,
they called all the organizations together.
Okay.
They called all of us together and said, hey, we got this COVID relief money, we're going to be dispersing it into organizations that's out here, grassroots on the ground, working in the community to end gun violence. And just working in the black community, period. So, okay. We all went to the virtual meeting that they had. The virtual meeting went pretty good. However, with the COVID relief money, most of the arguments, and that's why I love what you said, because one of the things that I also make sure that I let my colleagues in the communities, like, if we do get, I'm gonna get to that point. I love what you said. Let me get to. So look, so when they told us
form the community for us,
right? What? So when they told us the amount, a lot of my colleagues are like, no, that ain't enough. And like I was telling them, I'm like, listen, it's at the end of the day, that's a start, because at the end of the day, we all have startup organizations. It ain't like we got the damn foundation over here. We ain't got the glass building. We are startup, so we can take that and actually do some things. And you got to know how to make, for example, have events that would generate income into your organization, so you can do.
I hate to say it like this, but that dope dealer mentality, we turning into a hope dealer mentality. So we gotta flip that like a dope man mentality, but we doing it in a positive way.
I told him, I said,
that was that startup money.
I love what you said, but with this committee situation, no, it was no organizations on there that was going to cater to anything where we came.
So was he saying y'all need a formal organization?
He's never said
committee?
That, but Sheriff Kimbrough have. Sheriff Kimbrough.
Okay, so if he is allowing you to be on the committee, are you going to form that committee?
No, you are just chosen by him. It's other people across the community that get chosen from city council to sit on that one committee.
Well, I have a question, because I when I see committee and hear the word committee, my vision goes to older white people.
Exactly.
And so the people on this committee, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to go with they're older, they're white, they're probably never really integrated with the black community in Winston.
Whatsoever.
So therefore, and I'm not saying they all, but some probably have that mindset of, well, that's them over there.
Exactly.
And the reason why I use the statement, that's them over there,
Exactly.
because it blows my mind in the city how even the African Americans here literally, when you cross over downtown, or they'll tell me, oh, you live on the white side of town because I live over on, I'm like, I've never even heard of such.
Right.
Like, you guys can walk and go wherever this is not 1606 or 1906, like,
Right.
and I'm gonna be real here, and I know some folks gonna get mad at me, but I will be real. When it comes to a lot of blacks in the black community in Winston, they hold themselves back and they segregate themselves. You do not have to stay on Section 8 forever. It is just a step up, and it should cut across the United States, which will help with the committees, because I think we already give them Section 8, you know what I mean?
Right.
So therefore, why is there not a cutoff for that in itself? Like, you on here for 4 years, you're done. This was to get yourself together. But going back to this committee, it sounds like it's not someone that's in touch with the people of just, even, those that aren't of color that are having hard times in Winston, because I will be one to say this. I see on my side of town way more white homeless people than I see black. I'm also seeing tents being built in these small little crack areas of the highway. And I'm like, oh God, I would thought I'd never.
Yeah.
And I know somebody's gonna crunch me for this, and I know hard times fall on anybody and everybody, but I gotta say this way, I've been saying this for a while. It blows my mind to be white and homeless in America. I get it, hardship come to everybody, but if we start going back to committees and who's the founding fathers and things that need to be done, why are you white and homeless in America? Because for someone like yourself, I have my own clothing line business. You know how hard it is for me to get a grant in Winston? But I know people that do have businesses here that jump in and they get into it. They got a shop, they got this, they got that, and I'm just like, wow. But the committee in itself sounds like that needs to be revamped. So who, as becoming mayor, how are you going to step out and say, you know what, because you know how you got to know how to put your hats on. Right. I'm going to play the game with y'all, but really what you going to do is sit on the bench and you going to wear my jersey. So I know you can't give out all your secrets of what you want to do, but I do believe Winston in itself needs fresh blood. I do believe that blood needs some color to it besides red. Because I've watched Winston, especially when we tapping that new courthouse situation, since I was one of the new cases in the new courthouse. Really? It's real nice. It's nice. It's nice. I mean, you can do a whole talk show up in here.
Is the elevator real nice? Like they said it was gonna be.
It's
top of the line. Can you see yourself up?
You look up to the
I'm going to jail today.
You feel more comfortable going to jail in the new courthouse.
Like, I'm going to jail today, bro.
Because in the old courthouse, you was like, I'm getting locked up today. That was like a dungeon. I would walk in there and be like, oh shit, I'm guilty.
But you know what?
I'm guilty. Because the courthouse, how I look.
But you know what? Like I said, I have always been fair with any politician, though. That's why I get along with them. I have always.
But they don't play fair.
Yeah, I know they don't play fair. What I mean by I have always been just, let's put it like this, diplomatic with them. I have always been diplomatic with them. I have always, how you doing, man? But I'm going, any conversations we have, I get on your, we're going to talk. And it's a mutual respect thing, because at the end of the day, like you said, and one of the things that my organization does when we work with these families, okay, for example, Mom, you call me, you say you need some help, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, I got you. Say less. I'm gonna get with my team. We're gonna call some resources that we got on our speed out. I'm gonna call them and get you together. Okay? Boom. We get the baby clothes. We got the baby whole bunch of clothes. Everybody in the community done. I'm talking about came to their aid. We got it at the drop off locations. You know what I'm saying? It's businesses downtown that work with us. Boom, 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 boom. Mom, you need a job? Okay, we found her a job. We got her a job. Everything. Got her a job. I'm talking about a good job too. And child care, we done hooked her up with everything. We done took her to social services and make sure she got all her stuff together. That's the type of thing we did in my organization. Now, you come to me a month later and say this, that, and the third going on. On top of that, we did give you some money, right? And it wasn't just like, no, hey, no, you ain't getting no cash. We give you a gift card. You know, like a gift card. You ain't getting no cash back, none of that. You gonna swipe what you need, you get.
Right.
So we like, and mind you, the organizations that we connected with paid her rent for 2 months, so she didn't really have to worry about nothing. So, but you come to, you're not even wanting to try. When she reached out to my sister, I said, send her to me. And I sat there and told her, I said, my sister, I said, what I do in this community is genuine. I don't get paid for this. I only get paid for my motivational speaking. That's outside of this. When I go do motivational speaking, and may go speak at a college, may go speak at a high school, may go speak at a church, may go speak here. But with this organization, I get nothing from this. So when I put my all into you and my and all my resources and everything, and you won't try. You say you want your GED. Okay, we hooked up with somebody. She didn't even show up to the meeting. And we had a ride for her. The person was outside beeping on her. She said, I was asleep. She said, I was up with the baby all night. I said, listen. I said, let me tell you something. In order to get something you never had, you got to do shit you never done.
That is true.
So that requires sacrifice. Because I guarantee you weren't tired enough to scroll through Facebook. I bet you weren't tired to scroll through TikTok. You have to want it for yourself. I tell every young man, I said, you got to want it for yourself. Because I will only lead you but so far. And I'm going to say, you know what? Well, helping you is hurting me. I got to let you go. And say, you know what? I'm going to pray for you, but I'm just going to let you go. Because I can't keep running into a brick wall trying to help you, and you don't want change for yourself. So as mayor, I'm going to make sure I put programs in place that will cater to the homeless, because we do need more homeless shelters. Let me give you an example. I don't know if y'all heard about the movement that we did called Tent City. Tent City, y'all know Papa? Y'all know Papa? Papa is my big brother. Papa, my big brother. It was me, Papa, T.Y. that owned the bodega. What's her name? Arnita Miles. And it was just us four. We teamed up together. It was these people on the north side where I stay, living by the rainbow under the tree, like intense. And so Arnita Miles called me because she know my influence in the community. I was like, okay, I'll come by. Me and my team left immediately from the office. I went in there. I went inside there, and I actually knew somebody named Broadway, this old man that used to be at my grandmother's house and my aunt's house back in the day when they used to turn. So, and I be like, we call him Broadway. Like, that's how we come through when we see him. He be like, man, what up, shawty? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Broadway. I said, man, what's up, dude? I said, you good? He like, man, this shit right here going on right here. I said, say less. We all got together. I'm talking about everybody from the community. I'm talking about people was driving from Charlotte. I had people, we had people calling, and we got them together. Now, mind you, this is the thing right here. I had a point where I'm like, okay, I told the team, I said, we just keep giving, but what help are they getting? We can clothe them, but he still got a drug addiction. I can feed him, but she's still dealing with mental issues throughout the day. So we have to put a pause. Okay, we're going to make sure you eat, but we about to put you on a van, and we about to take you to go get help.
Yeah.
So we put one girl who really had a drug addiction really bad. We took her and she went to rehab in Florida. It's a hotline that we call, and the hotline usually send you somewhere out of town because they don't want to see you. Because when I went to rehab in California, I wanted to stay home, but they sent me to Cali, and I'm gonna get on my testimony about that because I'm real serious about that, and I almost destroy everything I work for. But let me get to this point. We signed her there. She got help. She's doing great. She in school. She's working on getting her baby back. Then it was another guy who needed a job. We made sure we helped him find a job. He didn't have no drug addiction, no mental issue. He was just going through life. A man who just gave up on life. Who said, and there was some people we keep trying to help you, but you don't. So, as mayor, I will make sure that I put programs in place that cater to our community, especially for the homeless. Build more homeless shelters. It's too many. I have always said it is too many vacant buildings around here for us not to have jobs built for felons, for people who have something on their record, and for the homeless to be getting. It's too much money. Let me tell you, Winston-Salem is rich.
Yeah, very.
Winston-Salem rich. They can't tell me there ain't no money down there. I know it's.
They got to be. They throwing up all these condos around here. and all that stuff.
Yes.
You
Go
can't
ahead.
tell me.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Go ahead. Ask the. Okay, go ahead.
You can't tell me there ain't no money because you got it. I know you do. How I know if you go to the damn city,
look at all the
if
stuff
you
they
go to
did.
the city council meetings, you hear they budget. I'm sitting there like, y'all got money and you ain't giving us none. Hold up, wait, Mr. Mayor, how many times have we told you? You see all this gun violence is happening.
And they
What
get
are the
younger and
programs
younger.
that's gonna cater to our young
They
men?
get younger and younger.
They getting younger and younger. There ain't no after school programs. What little Johnny do? Don't go do
They need to bring
homework.
back middle
He go
school
right,
football.
He go right in the house and he goes straight outside, hanging around and get into everything. There ain't no after school programs that's going around like they used to. So my thing is this: as mayor, I can't speak for my opponents. I won't bash them, but I know what I'm going to do. I know that I'm going to make sure I put programs in place such as job placement programs for felons and for people who have something on their record and for the homeless, because it's one thing to keep giving, but if we don't put you in position to win and let you know that we believe in you and we want you to be great, if you do that person will do better. That's dealing with the root.
Okay, so
That's right.
Opportunity.
That's right.
And another thing, I'm going to make sure that we do programs for the young people. That's my biggest.
that got to be the number one
My
thing.
biggest fight
For
is
me
dealing
anyway,
with these young people because I love young
That's
people.
definitely gonna get my vote.
I love young people.
Yeah,
So the programs that I will put in place will cater to them. For example, teaching financial literacy, making sure that we teach them financial literacy. There's young people in language arts because there's young people that's in 5th grade, but really on a 1st grade level.
That is true.
I see it every day.
But they can type
I'm
in
the
TikTok
class every
videos
day.
to NBA YoungBoy. But you know what I always tell my people though? It starts at home.
It does.
But and we gotta stop. And my team have always told me. Let me tell you what my team
Also,
always.
too,
What?
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, big bro.
Can we need to get these teachers some help.
Oh God,
We need to
talk
get them
about
more
it.
money
Yeah,
because we're losing great
I
teachers.
was an educator.
We're losing great teachers because they shamming on the money. And then what's the whole point of us getting the lottery for the schools?
And no,
I've never won the
No
lottery.
money into the damn schools. Okay.
we got. I know. We get into a lot.
We done
so
talked
let's
about a lot.
let's
Yeah.
Try to bring it back.
I know.
Well,
y'all
I'm
got
about to bring. I
scheduled-
got to bring you back, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. But ask me whatever you want. Anything. I guess on
Okay,
the best
so
terms. Just
I'm
ask
gonna
me
start
whatever.
off and then
yeah.
So go ahead. You
And I'm
So
gonna
check it.
keep
So-
my answers limited
So
to
look,
1
okay,
minute.
You talking about the lottery.
Okay, now-
let's handle that, the teacher situation.
okay. Now, yeah, the lottery,
One thing at a time.
and the education. But I was saying that. But this is what I want to ask you.
Okay.
And you know, I'll be the devil
I
advocate.
know you are. I'm learning that.
Okay.
I love the devil
Oh, it's
advocate
cool. It's
though.
cool. It's cool. I just want to make sure you're thinking about the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Mayor Allen Jones, he's been holding it down since 2001.
Yes, sir.
2001. It's now 2024.
Yeah.
Okay, and he said he's going to run again.
Yeah. He said that.
You know what I'm saying?
We talk personal.
So this man has deep ties within the community,
Absolutely.
and
No doubt.
I know we've been talking about our specific community here in Winston, but our community is not going to get you all the votes.
Yeah.
Everybody gotta be with the cause.
Yeah.
So what is it that you're gonna wholeheartedly on the everybody's perspective besides our community? And I mean, I'm talking about the Caucasian, the Indian, the Mexican, the Latino community is raising crazy rapid here.
Yeah.
The African community is raising rapid here. It's a lot of stowaways coming in from each end. What are you going to do to appease the whole economy so that everybody can grow?
I love that you asked that. One of the things that, and one of the biggest things that we're going to do is make sure that the building more jobs, and bringing more attraction to the city. And reason why I say this is because, for example, why you think everybody loves Charlotte so much?
So they got everything.
It's like a minute in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a minute Atlanta.
And I always say it's time. My slogan is time for a fresh start. Winston-Salem is like old people, kind of like, retirement. We so it's
We're supposed to be an art city too.
Yeah,
I think we need to embrace the
we
arts.
gotta embrace that. You know what I'm saying? Like arts and So we one of the things is we want to bring in more jobs, more festivities, things that will bring more attraction. So believe it or not, when you have like big things in your city, like big festivals or like big concerts or something, that do bring attraction on millionaires on their radar. They was like, oh, they had a big concert down there in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and it did numbers, and their city is actually beautiful. I would love to take some business down there.
That's a whole nother worm.
You know what I'm saying?
Wormhole. Then I can take you down, but I ain't even gonna go there yet. But I like the idea.
We used to have everything.
We did.
We used to have CIAA.
When Ziggins was here, but some of these millionaires ran my boy up out of here.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He was bringing everybody in.
And I want to do
Snoop
stuff.
came and crushed the buildings.
Businesses that cater to, because let me say this, and I always make sure I say that because I do have white colleagues, I do have white friends. I have a white aunt, I have white best friend, I have white family. So I don't necessarily look at everybody's not racist. I have learned that everybody's not racist. Everybody's not against what we're trying to do. So there is people out here that I do love genuinely, that have been a big help to my cause, have been a big help to what I've been trying to do. So why that bringing businesses here for everyone, I think that would just be great, and just bringing more attraction to the city, and really taking care of the city when going like the streets. Y'all keep having meetings about the railroads and the streets, but everywhere I go,
These
my tire boom.
worse than up in Philadelphia.
It's too. Y'all keep hiring so many of them. Put them out there to work. And that goes back to what I said. Y'all can be hiring some of these guys that you throw away, but that's another question, a conversation for another day. But that's one of the things we actually gonna do what needs to be done here. Okay, I get that you said I gotta attract everybody, and that's one of the things that attract. But also, I understand that I have to attract them. But I do want to make East Winston beautiful too. So
of course,
while I'm making downtown Winston beautiful, I'ma still make East Winston beautiful. But I would love for y'all, and we're gonna expand even more to the south side, to the west side. I want to just expand. I just want to make this city. I was about to say, look, y'all about to fry me up. I was saying, make the city great again. Look, I don't win so much.
I've been like, you're so right. You're right.
What you know is that we might be Trump supporters. We might be Trump supporters.
We want Donald.
We might be.
But look.
Donnie is shooting.
But look.
When Donnie was around.
Y'all didn't see what I said. I'm like. I said, well, I don't think I should say that.
But see, you on the right podcast.
But no.
Yeah, you on the right podcast.
That's some of the things I was gonna do. Also, just bring it back. All the things that we used to do back in the city. I want to bring live at the side back to allow the people
to hoop it up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, remember
in that boat. Black, white, Hispanic, everybody.
That used to be the shit. We used to shut down downtown.
Let me get on this before I go, and I have to say this. I know.
Yeah, we gotta go.
My team said that my Latino community have been behind me 100%. I love my Hispanic community. They know I got babies that I taught at QDA.
We can learn a lot from the Latino community. We can learn a hell of a lot from them.
They stick together. I'm gonna be doing things for them as well. They was one of the things that they tell me that they're facing in their community as well. She said, just as much as y'all dying, we're dying out here too.
They are.
She said they're dying. She said they're going through it when it comes to programs. She said they don't don't even pay attention.
And this gang problem.
She said they're not.
We got a major
she said
gang problem.
She said they're not even a conversation when it comes to free public housing and stuff. They said they don't even talk about the Hispanic community. She said they talk about y'all community, but they don't never talk about the Hispanic community. They leave us to the side like we don't matter. She said, so Mr. Gist, as mayor, I want you to do stuff that's going to cater to my community too. So I have to also do things that cater to their community.
That's why I said that I said. Because you gotta appease to not only just us.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta appease to everybody.
Everybody.
You know.
And so, you know, that's one thing I want to make sure. And that's one of the things I want to learn Spanish. My wife is learning Spanish, y'all. She be in the bed just, come on in, give me me. Come on out. And I be like, what the hell is you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to watch the game running. Like, what the fuck?
Because I'm just speaking fluently, not too much.
But
no, that's right.
But I love this.
But I did want to say one thing real quick, because we do, when we speak about the black community, we talk a lot about the males, and we tend to leave
forget the females
off to the side. And being a dancer here for as long as I chose to dance, it was a mind-blowing to me that a lot of these young girls start at 15, 16 years old being dancers. I would love to have them come back with and I'm calling y'all out, the AKAs, the Deltas, the Alphas, the Omegas, and all of y'all, Sigma Gamma Rho, y'all all need to go back into having edited classes for these young men and these young women like they do in Philadelphia, and they can have balls and they can learn things. It's not just a connection within your fraternity and sorority. That's not cool. I think you see that a lot even in Philadelphia. I think you should touch in with them, and a lot of these black owned businesses around here. And while we on it real quick, it's a big population of CBD people, and I think if you were to go get them to put into certain things to help with this community, especially with the black business owners, the Hispanic business owners, you know, to get this moving for all of the youth and really shine a light on that, because the stories I have heard just would blow my mind. You know what I mean? But
I love what you said about the black community. You know what I did? When my wife would tell you, Jerome J., God rest my brother soul, Tyrone, who taught me at Tyrone Timberlake. My brother died. He was my executive director of my organization. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd be where I am today. But let me tell you something that we always did. I made sure, one of the things that I make sure is that no matter what, I have to make sure that I keep my community in mind with everything that I do. Period.
You got to.
So when I reached out to these black businesses, I don't play. I reached out to them. I said, you all I see you on Facebook talking about what you're doing, how much money you make. You always showing. I said, can you donate to what we trying to do right here? Can you put your money where your mouth is? Why is a lot of back to school drives and I didn't see you donate to nobody? So I was like, that's how I come out. What's up?
Yeah,
what you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's what we did at Rolling Hills. Hills, and one of my opponents got on Facebook the same day. I ain't gonna talk about that. Well, opponents got on Facebook the same day and tried to talk about something that me and my people did, but couldn't do what I could. She could never do what I do, but I'm gonna let that go. But I had this. We did something at Rolling Hills where I bought in the Carolina Christian College down here. I reached out to the president, sent him a long message on Google, in Gmail. I said, you are in my community. I have never said in the history of your school being in this community, y'all never done anything for the black community. I'm doing an event in Rolling Hills. I need you to provide scholarships for young people that's in this. And he said, say less, I'll be there. We provided scholarships for 5 residents that stayed in Rolling Hills.
You need to hit up all these now.
You see what I'm saying? So, but my opponent got on there trying to say I was Uncle Tom, and my mama had to get on Facebook and let him know. But that's another conversation another day. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Okay. You had one question?
Yeah. I just wanted to jump in.
I didn't say nothing to you, but she said something on Facebook today.
I want to put this out here since I'm sitting on this platform, because it blows my mind where we like to throw out that Uncle Tom, and half of y'all didn't even read the book, and Uncle Tom was the one saving the slaves and not telling. So if you want to call anybody anything, it would be Sambo who was snitching, not Uncle Tom. So being called Uncle Tom is really a good thing.
She got on Facebook today.
Let's get our literacy on.
You want to know if you read the book.
I didn't say anything.
Get your education on.
I let it go. News people reached out to me, and she told them, she say, I am the only opponent that has never took nothing from that greedy white man Don Flo. And somebody said, put under there, was
we need to take all this money.
Well, he said, well, somebody put under there and said, well, are you talking about, well, they said you can't be talking about Frankie, because Frankie, he ain't that type of person or whatever you trying to say. She said, I am the only. But my thing is, you'll never hear me bash them. She knows some of her stuff. Let me tell you something about Joanne Allen, my opponent. She know her stuff. I would never put it past her. But instead of trying to worry about the corruption, she ain't talked about what she's going to do here in this community. And we don't see her out here. That's my only problem. But I would never put it past her. She know her stuff. Half of the stuff she probably say probably is true. I wouldn't put it past her. Happening everywhere. So I would never put it past her. I would never talk bad about Mayor Allen Jones. I would never talk about them. So you ever see them talk about me and the thing? You'll never see me respond. All you will see me respond is with love. But let me tell you something. I am very strong. I am very smart. I know my stuff. And if you ever want to go toe to toe with me to find out, you can find out. You know, that's all I have to say, and I keep it at that. And I'm going to always show love. I'm going to always be respectful. I'm going to always be diplomatic. But one thing you won't do is disrespect me in my face, because you thought that man was something jumping over the thing. I'm really gonna show you that I'm nobody to fight.
No.
Hey, y'all better take y'all stinking asses out and vote this year.
Yeah,
But no, that's crazy.
You better go vote.
He was so upset, y'all. Oh
he
my
flew.
God, he knew he was gone.
What did he spring up off of?
No, he should have been
just
falling off his feet
in the Olympics.
Yes, and he was hitting the judge and the officer. I'm like, yo,
I said, you going to jail.
My boy. And then when he got up there, he gave her a couple of uppercuts.
I said, you going to jail for real. Now he said, if I'm going to go for a reason.
I swear.
He need the mental health court.
But this was good.
That
This was
mental
good.
health.
Listen, before we get out of here, let's bring this full
let's bring it
circle.
back.
Let's bring it full circle. I love what you said about bridging the gap with the sororities and the fraternities of the city, right? Mm-hmm. But also think about this too. Mm-hmm. White organizations out here, white schools out here need to continue to merge with the black colleges out here, the black schools, the black businesses and stuff like that. This is a small enough city to where people really could get on one accord.
I'm telling you.
They've done it before.
It's possible.
Salem is proof of that.
Yes.
If you know your history of Winston-Salem.
Your history.
So therefore, I love what you said also about accountability. I can only help you if you're willing to help yourself.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. What you have and what I admire is you have drive, you have the grit, and you have the excitement.
And the youth.
And the youth. And the youth is fueling your excitement. I don't want you to ever lose that excitement for black people, because that's what stops us from taking our black people where we need to go, when we just get so disappointed, so disenfranchised, so disheartened that we stop. Because it's not fun no more. Right. You understand what I'm saying? But you keep that spirit about yourself and keep it fun. Yeah. Because you can make a difference. You can change. What I want to talk to you about, because we didn't get around to this, is explain a little bit about your organization, the name of your organization, what made you start it, and what y'all doing.
Hope Deals Outreach was first called Helping Hands Foundation at first. Me and my brother Jeffrey Fearson. The name, I ain't gonna name names, but we all got together. It started when I was in high school. Trayvon Martin was killed, and I was at Quality Education Academy, and the Dr. Tamara Turner was my professor at the time, and she said, Mr. Gist, what do you think we should do? And I was like, let's do a protest. At that time, as a young person, I didn't know the power of protest and what it really meant until it happened. And I looked back while we was protesting, and she brought me to his house. She said, you see what you just did? I said, what did I do? She said, you brought all these people out just based off your voice and about your leadership. She said, you were called to do this. She said, that's why I asked you what you wanted to do, because I knew this was something you was born to lead. And so from there, Helping Hands Foundation was birthed out of me. And when I actually got the courage to do it, I brought my brother together. We were doing stuff in the community, like feeding the homeless. I was young. I was still fresh in the industry. I didn't know anything about nonprofit work. I didn't know I was supposed to have a 501c3. I'm just doing stuff out here. I'm just like out here just doing stuff, and people had brother Alfred Muhammad had to bring me to the side. He was like, look, bro, like, you gotta get your stuff in order. Like, you saying you're a nonprofit, like, you got to put boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So I got my stuff together. Thank God for Tyrone Timberlake, my brother, God rest his soul. He came in and helped me and helped me build my brand. We had to change the name to Hope Deals because someone had Helping Hands Foundation. So he helped me build the brand up and actually go out here to get funding. So then we was able to start doing even more stuff, like, basically going into like Rolling Hills, Salem Gardens, Cleveland projects, the Circle, in the Hispanic community as well. We used to just pull up with like stuff for the kids to play with them and spend time with them. You know, play basketball with them, play some games. We'll come up, pull up with some clothes. We'll provide them with some resources and some pamphlets and stuff to people that we connect with. We did the biggest protest here in the city when the George Floyd and the Breonna Taylor case was going on. My team and I, my brother and Tyrone, his office was the car. Literally, his office was the car. And so we was in the car. I'm talking about air on in the parking lot eating chicken or eating something, and we putting stuff together. Even when we did the route, we did that. Like, I got out of the car. He had his blinkers on, and I'm walking in the street, and he's telling me like, "Go, okay, turn this way so we can have the route for the protest." And what I did was, I knew I couldn't do it on my own, and it's more voices out here that I think is very powerful that I love to share the platform with. It's not about my platform. It's not about having a spotlight. I don't care. It's more for us to do out here for what happened to Brother Floyd. And so I called some more organizations, and it was just big. Like, my wife is over the volunteers, schools. I'm talking about churches. Everybody was involved.
You got a website?
Yes, www.hopedealersoutreach.org. We have our surge program information on there. We got the calendar on there, what's coming up. It's some great things happening.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got some great things happening. And that's pretty much it, man. You
got any shout outs?
Shout out to Hope Dilla, shout out to Ethan, shout out to my wife, shout out to my son John, my daughter Harper, shout out to everybody, shout out to my family. We just lost my aunt today, but you know, we still pushing through, so shout out to the Gist family. They support me and everything I do.
Condolences from the Dirty Talk podcast family.
Yes, my family support, and they're so happy and excited about me running for mayor. They're telling everybody, "Oh, my nephew running for mayor, I know that's right. My little brother running for mayor." My big brother's so excited. So it's an exciting thing. Just pray for me on this journey. It's sometimes it's hard for me. Sometimes I do get discouraged. You know, I'm human. Sometimes I do want to. You know how many times I done said secretly, nobody noticed. I would just throw it out there. Sometimes I just got so discouraged and overwhelmed where I was like, I don't even want to do it no more. I just want to tell everybody I ain't running no more. But God spoke to me and say, you can't do that.
You can't.
That's right.
He said there was somebody that when they heard that you was doing it, you gave them so much.
Foot in the fire.
Yeah,
you
already.
Yes,
it's over.
God said it's over. And so, you know, and I know I have a call in my life, and I say it's just a trick of the enemy that's trying to discourage me and get me off course, but it won't happen. I will win. Thank y'all for having me. Love is a love until you give it away.
Hey, I wanna thank y'all for rolling with us tonight with the brother Frankie Gist. Y'all get out and vote.
Y'all gotta have me back.
Also, we'd like for y'all to support us as well. Dirty Talk Pod 336 on all platforms.
Yes.
If you want to donate, we're also on the Cash App platform, the same address. Hey, we love y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank y'all for having me. This was good.